Hi, it's me, Miss Mac here. I'm here today to go over the directions for today's assignment. This assignment is actually going to take us a couple days. So if you see the post in Google Classroom, we're going to be working on this assignment from Monday to Wednesday. So if you are absent, which is why you should be watching this video, if you are absent on Tuesday, kind of scroll through until I describe for you what Tuesday's assignment is and so on and so forth. Okay. The end result of this assignment is you are going to have a quiz on Friday. It will be your first quiz for the first marking period. Okay. So it's important that I prepare you starting today, Monday, about what to expect and to get you in a good boat for that quiz. So we're going to start. I usually call this my word root or root words activity, specifically in science. And let me give you a little bit of background. It's really important that you understand science vocabulary or science terminology. That's probably one of the hardest parts. I know I struggled as a student. It's one of the hardest parts of learning science is learning the vocabulary. So a couple of years ago, we created a huge list of these prefixes and suffixes that if you learn now, present day, 8th grade honor science, they can help you in the future, not only here in science class, but across the board in other classes, as well as at the high school level. And maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe you'll even go and go into the medical career and have a medical career or something with a science background that it can help you with. And you can come back and say, you know what, Miss Mac, that was helpful. I hope so. But anyway, the directions for today, the magic word is 86. That's how many prefixes and suffixes you're going to learn throughout the course of the next week. If you look here on this first Google slide, it says honor science root word vocabulary. There's a little video clip that goes over a prefix and a suffix and what the difference is between the two. So I thought that was very helpful for you guys, as well as a little Powtown that describes it as well. Okay, so that can be your kind of introductory. If you were absent, you can read that or watch them. And then we also spent most of Monday actually going through and at what I'm calling brainstorming a list of these words. There's way more prefixes than there are suffixes. Okay, so you can kind of see and go through. All right, chloro. Okay, this is a prefix. Chloro means green. Can you think of any word that begins with chloro? Oh, chloroplast, chlorophyll. You can look over here. Macro means large, or mega means large. So are there anything in your life, whether it's related to science or in the, your anime or video games, that might have these words in them? Now you know what they mean, okay, or kind of how they relate to those characters. Okay, so here's your beginning list, and these are your prefixes. Okay, both of those slides, slide number 2 and 3. And number 4 is your suffix, your suffixes, so what it ends with. So you can see graph, to a write or a record. Okay, so echocardiograph. Okay, so actually echo is on this slide, but the graph. Okay, so it's a writing or a record of your heart. Okay, so you can kind of get the meaning of this. Ology or logy is the study of, so biology. Okay, so we'll go to the prefix. Bio means life. Ology or logy means the study of. So you know that biology is the study of life. So that's why it's really beneficial breaking those larger sciencey words into smaller, simpler words to make it make sense to you. Okay, so that's going to be your list of words 2, 3, and 4. There's a lot of them. So we're going to be doing different activities this week, kind of getting to learn them as well as some review games. So for your first assignment on Monday, after we went through and brainstormed, we're going to take some time in class to actually break apart those words based on those word meanings. Okay, so you can see antiseptic. So anti means against and septic means infection. So if you take an antiseptic or you put it on the skin, it allows infection to not be in existence. Okay, so going against infection. So it kind of helps you understand a little bit better what these words mean, even just by, yes, can you Google them? Sure you can, right? But I'm trying to teach you a science skill that will be beneficial in the future. Yes, Google will always be there, but it's important that you know these as well. So that was Monday's assignment. I'm going to pause it. Okay, now what we're going to talk about is going to be Tuesday's assignment. Tuesday's assignment, learning what we learned yesterday with your prefixes and your suffixes. You're going to actually learn the meaning. This is an example. Meaning of auto means self. You're going to use a word that has that prefix of auto in a sentence. So he wrote an autobiography. And then you add a picture or an image. So you can go up to Google and do a Google search, or you can add insert image and then search the web, and you can insert that image right in that little box. Hopefully just one more way to get you to understand, or another way to help you learn what the meaning of these words are. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're all your prefixes. And then slide number 8 and 9 are going to be your suffixes. Okay, so that's your suffixes, prefixes at the beginning of the word, the suffixes at the end of the word. So I gave you most of the class period today to work on them. We'll be reviewing them tomorrow, which would be Wednesday, and going over any questions you might have. So for Wednesday's assignment, we reviewed the previous 6 through 9 slides. I've also added the answer key, so you can use that to check your work. And then lastly, if you want some extra practice, you'll also find this little activity here. Okay, so that's what you should be working on if you miss Wednesday's class, not only checking your answers from slides 6 through 9, but also doing practice. If you look at the recent post, I'm also going to be posting a Quizlet set and a GIM kit to help us review. That's what we're going to be working on Wednesday. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, have a great day.